Alright, hey, what's going on YouTube? Multi-gamer dude here again with another video. Um, okay, so I'm gonna start doing reviews on some games and all that stuff now. So, my first review, which was about 6 months ago, I believe, was of Dead Island. That was my first game review. So I figured why not start off gaming reviews with the sequel to Dead Island, Dead Island Riptide. So, but before we begin, obviously, here what I'm trying to do, what I'm gonna plan on doing is that whenever I do a game review, I'm gonna change the background of said game. So instead of just having a plain black background, but the plain black background will be for like my rants and all that. But for reviews, the background will be of the game, like its wallpaper or all that or something like that. So okay, so let's start off. Spoilers if you have not seen any gameplay already, but this game is about 2 years old already. It's been out for 2 years. All right, so let's start off. Game takes place where the first one pretty much left off. Everyone escaped from the island. Everyone got off. Then you land on a ship, a military ship and pretty much everything goes back to hell. They're doing experiments on you because you're the four immune people. Logan, Sambi, Perna, and Shinmei, I think is their name, along with the prisoner. I forget what his name is, and the native woman, Yurma. Yurma, that's what her name was. Okay, so they take you away, but you're I think her name's Yurma. It's something like that. I forget. I can't exactly remember. It's something like Yurma. I think it is. I have to go back and check, but I think it's Yurma. Yurma. She's also immune to the zombie plague, but she's a carrier of it, which means if she were to bite you or just get some like spit or whatever into your system, um, you would you as a result of that would become a zombie. So she bites one of the crew members, thus starting the apocalypse on that ship. It's pretty much Titanic, but with zombies at that point. So the ship crashes. You're introduced to a new island. It's not Benoit. Benoit was the first one. Palanai Island, I believe it was called, or it was something Palanai. I think it was something like Palanai. You're on a new island. You're introduced. You're pretty much thrown back into the same game. It's relatively the same. A few changes. The menu for like going to skills, inventory and all that, it was changed. Whereas if you hold down the back button on the Xbox 360, it made it easier going through the menu type stuff. Inventory, skills, players, all that type of stuff. Now, one of the big things I love about this game is that it introduced a new mechanic for this series. It is what is it, defend, like it's like defending. You have to face off a horde of zombies, but you get a few minutes preparation. Sometimes you don't even get any time to prepare, sometimes if you're not careful. Mm. But what I love about it is that you put up fences to slow down the dead, but you can also upgrade these fences to become like electrocution fences and all types of stuff. You can craft landmines, or you can find landmines and all that type of stuff. Blueprints come back, and you can still make some of the crazy, goofy, funny crap in this game as you could in the last one. As in the you could do in the first Dead Island. Now, one of the big things I love about this game is that one of my complaints in the first Dead Island is that towards I believe the third act in the jungle, there was a specific section. Whereas if you didn't have Xbox, if you didn't have Xbox Live, or you didn't want to play with anyone if you were on PlayStation, because that stuff was free. It is free for PlayStation. You're all alone you would pretty much get freaking raped by the zombies in this one section, causing you to just go restart this thing because it was a like protect and lead this person to this place so you could be done. I quit Dead Island for a while because of that, but I eventually got through that. So one of the big things I love about Dead Island Riptide is that it's more single player friendly. If you don't have Xbox Live or you don't want to play the game with anyone, uh, excuse me, or you just don't want to play the game with anyone, it's more it's single player friendly. I played it by myself. I got through it pretty easy. It took me roughly 24 hours to beat in total to beat the game. The game is a little bit longer. Just main if you just focus on the main story, yeah, that took me about 20 hours to do that, just the main story. While in Dead Island, in the first Dead Island, it took me about 16 hours to beat the just the main story. But oh, I forgot to mention this. I feel kind of stupid now. You with the four original immune characters from the first island, we're also introduced to a fifth character. Now, there's not 5-player multiplayer; it's only 4 people type. 4-player multiplayer. I don't think that just made any sense to anyone, not even me. But you're introduced to a new character. His name is John Miller, I think was his name, or something like that. But he specializes in hand to hand combat, which is very nice because sometimes what is they give you like Wolverine claws and all that. Wolverine claws for this guy, and bow staffs and all that type of stuff. Which is just awesome to do that, because now you have pretty much covered all the bases with the characters. You got hand to hand, you got blunt, you got sharp expert, you got your gun expert, and you got your throwing expert. That pretty much covers all bases that are needed in a zombie apocalypse. Now, one of my biggest complaints, one of my only complaints, I should say, actually, of this game is the fact that looting is so crazy. But this can be viewed as a good and bad thing, in my opinion. Looting is so crazy. Like you can exploit this so much. Like, especially once you get into the city, like there are so many bags of luggage everywhere that are filled with like $50 to $100 and all that. So, and you could just like fast travel and travel right back in there. It'll all be there again. So you can get your cash really fast, all that stuff. But that's a good thing because if you if you're using the weapon a lot, you can just upgrade that, or upgrade it, repair it, all that stuff that's needed pretty easily. But it's meant to be a zombie game, and its stuff's supposed to be harder as time moves on, but whatever. It didn't really take away from the game. One of the things I do love about this game though is that it's more gun friendly type. I guess it would be you're able to use more guns. Ammo isn't as rare. You can you could still find the bullet blueprints, for your pistol, your shotgun, your rifles, and all that. And they did introduce the sniper rifle in this Dead Island, which I thought was nice. It was nice. It is a nice thing to add on for like long range people who like long range engagements. Um, the story it was pretty much the same, but you get to figure out more about how these characters are immune and all that. You find out like they aren't like carriers, like, but you like they aren't infected. They're just not affected by the virus, like like Yerma, I think is her name again. Like if they bite someone, they'll turn and they'll become infected. There's literally no trace of the disease within their bodies. Which is strange and all that because everyone's infected in the apocalypse, in the zombie apocalypse at least. Everyone's infected no matter who you are. My voice kind of dropped. I need water. Hold on. Yeah, I'm extremely professional right now. But yeah, you find out that you're not completely immune, and the fury that you that makes you become immune, not immune, invincible for a few minutes is, and all that is technically a side effect of being immune, and the weird thing about it was is that even though you use it like throughout the first game and the second in this game, although you use it a lot to save your ass throughout this game, once the story starts to pick up on you, and like of it being strange and all that type of stuff, the characters start to freak out, which is which as I said, it was weird because you've been using the fury to save your ass multiple times in both games. But for me personally, I didn't really play Dead Island, the first one or this one, for the story. I found the story, intriguing. How I found it very interesting. This was the most interesting zombie game I've played in a while. It was definitely one of the best zombie games I've ever played. But I played it mostly for the funny, just running around with my friends and random people, whoever, wasn't a jackass and kicked me from the lobby. I found it fun to just go around beating the crap out of zombies, trolling a few people, which was extremely fun. Yeah, this Dead Island though, I found it better, you know, for just like the guy who didn't want to buy a Xbox Live, or just wanted to play this game by himself. I like that how it was single player friendly and still contained the stupid, funny multiplayer that carried over from the first Dead Island. And another thing I did like about this game is that since it did come out at the end of the Xbox 360 and PS3's lifespan, instead of asking for full price, which is like $60 US price, I don't know about worldwide, but instead of being $60 over here in the US, I believe it was either between $40 and $50. So yeah, it was good. It was nice of them to cut a few bucks on that because it was the end. People wanted to buy, the next gen console, whether it be, the X1 or PS4. So, you can save a few bucks and still buy this game and probably still get, the next gen consoles. But I think I covered all the bases on this game. It was a good game. I really enjoyed it. It was still fun. It was still funny, stupid. Added a few new zombies that were weird, which were weird but extremely funny to just mess around with and kill your friends with. Which, God, I wish I had a capture card for my Xbox, because if I did, God, there would be so much fun. You guys would see how much fun I had with this, with the new zombies and the old zombies, killing my friends with them and trolling other people. It was so much fun, this game. So my overall verdict for this game, I believe I gave the Dead Island, the first one, I believe I gave that about an 8 out of 10. I'm gonna give this game, I believe I'm gonna give this game the same rating, about an 8 out of 10. Although it is fun, it is pretty much the same game as the first one. It does add on. To me, it's more of an expansion off of the first one, but not much of a sequel. But it was still fun. It was extremely fun to just hang out with people who just wanted to mess around a little bit, who had already completed the story mode campaign. I mean, completed all that and just wanted to screw around, explore the rest of the map, do side missions and all that. It was fun doing that stuff, messing with friends, all that type of stuff. So, in my opinion, it's an 8 out of 10 with all that stuff. Now, all right, so that's the end of the review. Cut myself off to drink water. Okay. So that's the end of the review. So, but the video is going to continue on for another minute or so. This idea came to me after listening to a little bit of music. I figured every now and again I do like a song of the day, type thing. But I'll leave like a link in the description to the song of today. I can't edit it into the video because for copyright reasons. uh, excuse me. But yeah, I can't edit the song in for copyright reasons. But I will leave a link to the song below. It mostly goes with the last few videos I had. Like my relationship rant, my update video, and the life of multi-gamer dude and all that type of stuff. But the song is called "In Pieces." It's by Linkin Park, I believe it is. It's a good song. I found it kind of ironic with especially with my last video that I posted. But if you guys want, go ahead, check that video, check out that song. It's a good song. And I'll see you guys on the next video. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know you guys what you think of my reviews. Tell me what game you would like me to see, like to see me review next if I could freaking talk. And thank you for taking the time to watch this video. See you guys on the next one.